Hi, just want to do this apple tasting. 6 weeks since I've picked these. Do this second. This is Randall-Wilson apple, a couple of the smaller ones. 6 weeks ago to the day, today's October 19th. Picked these in northern Michigan. Not too many left in my fridge. These are a couple smaller ones. They do get bigger than this. Just a tree that is a chance seedling, just growing wild with no sprays, no pruning. And so you can see this one has maybe a little bit of a green tinge left in it, which a lot of them have when I picked them. This one's quite pale. This is a cross of Grimes Golden and Yellow Transparent, and it's got a nice crisp, juicy, kind of this overriding tart flavor. It's not unpleasant, it's not sour, but it's tart. It doesn't seem like a lot of sugar in it. So 6 weeks, these don't hold up super well, so we'll just see how they are. I know for 4 weeks for sure, they're just out of the fridge, they're just super crispy still. Has nice seeds. So pretty good eating texture still. You get that crisp sound when you bite it still. This is pretty good. This one's pretty good. It would have been still a little bit crisper yet a few weeks ago, but it's held up pretty well. I'm wondering if the other one's going to be any different. Like I said, the coloring, see a little bit more of a tinge of green on the skin still. Yeah, you can hear that. It's a little bit firmer. It's never a really firm apple, you know, unless you're picking it before it's ripe. But when it's ripe, ready to pick, and the seeds are mostly brown. There was actually some whitish on some of them when I picked them, but they'll start to fall on the ground, so you don't want to let it go. Try to ripen on the tree and then have too many of them going on the ground, or have some of them losing that texture. So this is really good, and it's good to see that 6 weeks later. I can just keep eating and eating those. So good. I don't know how to describe the flavor. It's like refreshing, like lemonade, but I wouldn't say it tastes like lemony. So, and this is a tree right near it. Another just feral chance seedling. I don't remember trying this one before this year, but it's got these big fruit. You know, this one's kind of average size. It's over 2.5 inches diameter for sure. But there were some big ones on there, and I only picked 3 of them. I left most of them on the tree, and it's a ways up north. I'm not going back there this year. So the other 2 I ate were not quite ripe, but you could tell it's just a good balance on the sweeter side, good firmness. So I'm wondering when it's ripe. It's attractive for sure. Probably descended from other heritage varieties. I haven't you know, I did on Randall-Wilson the DNA analysis to find out its parents. So I don't know. Hopefully this will be all the way ripe and it'll express some character. I decided I'm going to call this Wexford because this property is not in Wexford County but pretty close to it. So nothing knocking my socks off in flavor expression, but it's good. It is on the sweet side, not crazy sweet. A good balance. The texture isn't really crispy, but pretty good. Sweet apple. I'm not the best at describing apple flavors, I don't think. Maybe some fruitiness. But it's ripe now. I'll bite into the core and see if we can see what some of the seeds look like. It's tasty. Yeah, there's seeds. They're brown. Not sure if you're able to see. There's a little white side on that one. So it would have been nice to have some tree ripened ones of these, but you know, when I was up there, I went ahead and grabbed a few of these off the tree. So it'd be ripening a little bit in the later season. And Randall-Wilson is more mid-fall, perhaps. Maybe in early fall, but I usually pick those in the middle of September. It wasn't really quite mid-September this year when I got up there, and they were ready. So I'm going to wrap it up with this. This is Wexford. I haven't propagated this. You know, perhaps if I get a chance, I will. But there's a nice seed, kind of roundish. Looking good. So 6 weeks in to Randall-Wilson. It's held up. Delicious tart. And I'm going to call this one Wexford. So it has a name, it's a place name, it's not going to have a trademark. Sweet apple, can get really big. Chance seedlings, yeah.